Hey there, YouTube. Here's this 2011 Dodge Durango. 10,000 miles. Let's go in back. Seems to be a basic model. You can make out the backup sensors on the bumper. There's a crew edition over there, but I think this one's less exposed. And this one does have a backup camera. And this one has a much brighter interior. That crew edition over there was black, but I think you guys will get a better look with this lighter colored interior. Well, anyways, you can see the seats are cloth. So let's start this one up. Not sure if this one has the V8 or the Pentastar V6. We'll find out right now. Ugh, somebody had to have the wipers on. Yeah, obviously the Pentastar V6. Instrument cluster looks rather spiffy. The chrome accents and the red glow, the red little ring around it, looks a bit cheap in the center here. The LCD here is exposed and everything. Most automakers have that enclosed with a clear lens over that. Eventually you're going to end up cleaning this little LCD and it will get ugly over time. Many people will just use a bare paper towel or napkin and we'll end up scratching that up. Well, anyways, let's talk about comfort. It is very wide. You can see I'm very comfortable in here overall. Seats are very soft. Backrest nicely supported on the sides, bolstered nicely. The edge here to this seat looks a bit worn. You can see. Looks a bit different here, and on the edge it seems to wear off here. I've noticed that in Hyundai vehicles too. Over time that's going to tear, likely because this one doesn't have any running boards and people rub their ass on the edge of the seat. This one doesn't have power seating or anything like that, just the backrest and manual mechanisms down below. So there's no thigh support adjustments, but it's not too bad really, the thigh support. So let's talk about interior quality. The dashboard is nicely padded, soft touch materials all over. No complaints at all there. Runs right down through the center stack, right here. You can see the chrome accents. Here's the radio, has hands-free controls. Pretty sure it has media, just because it's hard disk drive, so it does have onboard storage to store your songs. You can see the formats that it seems to accept. Let me focus in. I'm sorry if you guys have been blurry the whole time. Yeah, there you go. Have your aux jack. You load in whatever DVDs with MP3s or whatever in there. Let me see if I can turn this on, see what the radio displays. Looks like an operating system from the 90s, but everything is very easy to read overall. Climate control. It is dual zone. Rear AC on and off button. Stability control. Hazards. Backup sensors. And this is the tumbled rear headrests. Watch when I push it. You can see it's a little chipped away over here on the edge. Not sure what's going to happen as it ages. Here's a glove box, a bit tiny. You can see the owner's manual pretty much takes up a lot of the space. Rather sharp edge. But it does shut evenly though. The rest of the center console, the side is all bare plastic, rather rough a little bit. That rough cheap plastic, but it is rather sturdy. It doesn't feel flimsy at all. You have a little tray here with the rubber insert, power outlet, another little pocket in there. This has the 5-speed auto Manual shift mode. Nothing revolutionary there. You can see the backup camera. The shift knob feels very rubbery, very good, easy to grip. Doesn't feel too bad. This shifter just looks rather cheap though. Such a little teeny stick, chrome stick pretty much there. And I really dislike this design here. A bunch of crud and junk will pile up in there, and this will get very dusty and ugly over time. And you can see how flimsy it is right there. I don't know why Chryslers are really having issues with their chrome. You can see how it's already cracking a bit right there. It might lift. Let me see if I can focus in. Yeah, you can see a little bit, the little split right there. That Chrysler 300 had the same issue, the one I did recently. Center console, here's the armrest. Nicely padded on top, so plush in the exposed stitching. The center console itself, it is sure-footed, but the lid is a bit on the flimsy side. Here's the rest of it. Quite large overall. You have a power outlet in there. It's a bit hidden in there, so you really have to duck down to find it. Steering wheel, nicely thick. It's leather wrapped all the way around, nicely thick. Hands-free controls. Vehicle information, the information center. Right there you can see how it all fluctuates. Back button, cruise control. And Chryslers have always had the toggle buttons right back there to adjust the radio and everything, such as the volume and such. Intermittent speed wipers. Rear wiper. Turn signals. Steering wheel tilts and telescopes manually, and it is damp. Fuel filler lid, and let's open the hood. Door panel, it is nicely soft, all soft touch up above. Same thing for the armrest, it's very nice. Exposed stitching right here. Just down below, goes right down to the traditional Chrysler down here. But it's sturdy overall, and there's no sharp edge whatsoever. Except in this little area here, but once you round over to the pocket, it's smooth. And you have a little insert there for like water bottles and such. Power door locks, power windows. Both front windows go up and down automatically. Window lock, power mirrors, chrome door handle. You can see the A-pillar. You can see it's lifting up slightly up there. Let me focus. Not too crazy about that. It's not too bad. It's quite tight overall here. That side seems to be fine. But yeah, it lifts up a little bit over there. Headliner. It is somewhat plush. The sun visor is nicely done. Very thick and plush as well here. Only a mirror. No vanity light. Lighting fixtures, you can see push on, push off. The map light as well here. Little pouch here, holder for the sunglasses. It's damped. Rearview mirror seems to dim. Passenger side sun visor, only a mirror, no vanity light. Forgot to show off that it also slides out too. That's the same deal for the driver's side sun visor. Oh-shit handles on only 3 of the doors. You can see. So yeah, overall this interior is not too bad. Not too crazy with the hump over here in the center. The little transmission drive shaft channel here. The hump is quite intrusive. And so it kills off a little bit of the foot room here. Reminds me a little bit of the E-Series, the Ford E-Series, the Econoline van. It has that engine hump right in the middle between your feet. That's what this reminds me of a little bit. Passenger side doesn't seem to be too bad. The driver's side seems worse. Open the fuel filler. This one doesn't have the capless system like the Chrysler 300. And I had the seat adjusted back a little bit more than I would have liked it. But once you do adjust it, legroom isn't too bad at all. The seats, the bottom section, it is very firm. I don't know if I can go yay about comfort there. The seats do recline a little bit. You have your headrests, armrest, dual cup holders. What happened here? Why is this out like that? There we go, that helped a little bit. It was like this. That's how it was when I came in. This is not very well made there. Anyways, the seats do fold down. You can see. When you want to lift it up to get access to third row, you just lift up and it stays up. Third row legroom, it's not too bad, but it's rather narrow. But you have your third seat and you have your cup holders, and this armrest is actually rubber. It's not bare plastic at all. So that's not too bad. Not too crazy with the fit and finish up here. You can see how it just looks a bit half-baked. Same thing back there. You have a little exposed gap. Doesn't look too nice. It's the same thing all over. Even back there you can see how it just lifts up ever so slightly. Trying to focus everywhere. Anyways, there's your lighting fixture. Your receive vents to the third row. Let me bring down the seat again. Pull up the headrests. And you have your rear AC right there down below. You could adjust it down to the floor or up to the vents if you wish. Materials carry over into the back seat when it comes to the door panel. Soft touches up here. Nicely padded armrest, exposed stitching, little door pocket to hold things and your water bottle. And you have your climate control adjustments. Little coat hooks. There's no oh shit handles back here. We just have one up here up front. The oh crap handle, I guess that's what we'll call it. This one has 18-inch wheels, rear disc brakes. Obviously you have to have rear disc brakes on a truck like this. This one does have a backup camera. Again, the third row folds down nice and flat. You can see, very easy. Very simple. Bring it right back up. Little storage area. Power outlet. So yeah, it's not too bad back here. Let me fold this back down so you get a better look at cargo. So yeah, it's not too bad. A bit narrow. But once you fold down all the seats, you have a nice big flat floor. So that's quite nice overall. You have your flashlight. It's always been a Chrysler thing to have a little flashlight there. I'm not going to pull that out. Little pocket there on the side. Little door light up above. Backup sensors. You're going to see the independent rear suspension. The single exhaust. Flex fuel. So you can put in E85, 85% ethanol, 15% pure gas. Again, there's a front end, has its fogs. The familiar 3.6 liter dual overhead cam V6 variable valve timing, the Pentastar V6. Lots and lots of room back here to work on the engine. It's empty. Engine oil and transmission dipstick, so it's still a very conventional truck to work on. You don't have a clutch fan or anything, it's electric. That explains for the extra room. The way the hood sounded when it shut, it was quite solid. This one doesn't have any roof racks or anything, so it looks like an egg. You could really use the chrome rails like that Crew Edition Durango over there has. So let's get to revving this Durango. .4K rev limiter. That's a bit rough on the high end. a little bit thrashy once it climbs around 4,000 RPM. So that's the 2011 Dodge Durango.